Welcome to yet another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. Last time, we basically did nothing but exploring. Just a bunch of looking around, talking to people, just finding stuff, exploratizing, just going all over the entirety of the hugeness that is Crossbell City. Which is what I would say, if not for the fact that we actually did miss some stuff, and by some stuff I mean a lot of stuff. So first and foremost, here I am in the Orbital shop. I went ahead and just opened up as many slots as I could. There was only so many Sepith that I had, so I opened up slots for everyone but Randy. Funnily enough, Randy's also the one that didn't get a weapon for. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, number 2. I actually missed a chest over here. Ta-da! Obtained flower pumps.
No wonder no one trusts the police these days. They're out here stealing from us treasure chests. What the freak, man?
It's gonna be alright, I'm sure. This is meant for us somehow.
I hate that he's right.
Randy, what were you talking about with the chest? Don't worry about it, Lloyd. We'll find out someday. Okay, as for number 3, I had to go buy a tender whitefish from the department store. And now we have to go to the recipes and try to make a crispy fry here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it with Tio. And let's just see how this goes. Failure of dumplings. That's not actually what I wanted here. Okay, see you in a little bit until I get what I want. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. It only took 2 tries. But yes, we failed on this one, and we got cat food. And guess what? We got a cat to feed. I'll let Tio do it. You know, I might have something here that Cop would like. I'm sure it will be okay giving this to him. Cat food. Nyan nyan. Okay, time to go to the trusty translation machine. Okay, this is actually the first instance of this that I knew was going to happen, but I didn't think it would happen this early. So, apparently, the booklet that we got in the Sky Trilogy was only for liberal cats. And so, yes, there will be a lot of overlap, but in this universe, cats have their own accents. So cats from different countries, different regions, have different accents. So sometimes they say things that other cats will not. In other words, we got the translation for only the liberal cats. So the cats here in Crossbell will say different things that we don't know the translation of because we never get or we haven't gotten it at this point. I don't know if we ever get one or not, but a translation manual for all the cats in Crossbell. So that is a long thing to say. I have no idea what this dude just said. Don't worry about it. I'm just kind of vibing. Really glad you gave me some food, though.
I swear I will get you one day, Lloyd Bannings. Just you wait.
Yeah, just vibing.
Dang it.
And off I go. Hey, I got something for you. Funya. Okay, just had to double check just in case, but yes, this is also something that's not in the liberal manual. For fish fillet, ×3. Heck yeah, so that's basically, we put one thing in. Okay, we had to use 3 ingredients, but we put 3 things in, get 3 things out. This is probably better. Are you giving this to us? Thanks, Cop. Where in the world did you manage to find this, though? Where'd you get these fish fillets from, big dog? I don't tell my sources.
He got it from the dumpster.
Okay, next up on the laundry list, we're back by the old people's house here. There's the statue here that I never talked to. An Eastern Jizo is enshrined here. I knew East Street was, well, Eastern, but I wasn't expecting to run into one of these statues here. Jizo, I think they're called. This is my first time encountering such a statue. It has quite a large face, does it not? I really wish that this person would stop hitting me. What is he doing to me? What is the purpose of this pedestal in the front of it? I'd imagine it's used for food offerings. If we manage to cook up any dishes come out especially tasty, I suppose we could offer them up here. Yeah, that's a good idea. We do cook for ourselves a lot anyway. Alright then, if we manage to whip up anything especially good, let's give this whole offering thing a try. And there you have it. Only exceptional dishes though. So, yeah, on to the next thing. Okay, down here on the West Street side, I have no idea how I missed this Belheim thing here. Like, there's literally a sign, it's literally right here beside Rio and other person. Henri, there we go. I also said Rio instead of Ryu. But yes, Belheim Apartments. There's 3 things here. Inside door number 1 here. Hello there, small child.
Cleaning, laundry, washing the dishes. Dad and Sis don't know how to clean at all. Ugh, it's because they're so lazy.
Oh, hey, aren't you the little girl I used to see at Wendy's place back in the day?
Are you friends with my sister?
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. Sorry for bothering you. Figures she doesn't remember me. It's been 3 years after all. Wow, Lloyd, didn't know you liked them that young. No, I do not. Are you trying to destroy my reputation? What the hell are you doing, Randy? Okay, my bad. But yes, it's Wendy's little sister.
Dad and Sis don't know how to clean at all. So I always have to do it all by myself.
But yes, Wendy the Orbital mechanic, for anyone not keeping up. Behind door number 2. You wouldn't believe what I saw this morning when I opened my copy of the Crossbell Times. There was a picture of Ryu standing there, right at me. That damn fool of a son. You'd better believe I gave him an absolute earful right then and there. So yeah, I guess this is Ryu's dad. Adios help me. That kid, after a scolding like that, I hope he actually learned his lesson for once. And inside door number 3. Long time no see, Uncle Miles. Oh, you're... Well, if it isn't little Lloyd from next door. What a pleasant surprise. I'd heard that you were back in town, but I didn't think you'd grown so much. I hardly recognize you. Well, I might have gotten a little taller, but I've still got a long way to go on the inside. I wouldn't say that. You did pass the qualification exam to become a detective after all. I'm sure if Guy were still here, he'd be proud of his little brother. You really think so? I'd be glad if that were truly the case. He absolutely would. I know it. By the way, did you want to stick around? The wife's in the kitchen if you wanted to say hello. I'm sure she'll be ecstatic to see you again. Yeah, I'll do just that. To think you've come back so grown up. I guess that means I've also aged a fair bit. You've said hi to Cecile already, right? I have. Well, by phone anyway. I'll meet up with her when I have some time off. Ah, I see. Well, that's good. In any case, you're family to us. I'm relieved to have you back. My job keeps me out of the house, but my wife is usually home. Please rely on her if you ever need any help, okay? And we have the wifey. Oh? Is that really you, Lloyd? Yeah, it's me. I'm home, Auntie late. I'm sorry it took so long for me to visit. It really should have been the first thing I did. Oh, Lloyd, you've finally come home. I'd heard through the grapevine that you were able to get a job at the CPD. How is it? Have you already started working? Started work, excuse me, my bad. It's fine so far. It might be a bit too easygoing for my taste, though. Our chief kinda lets us do our own thing. Really? That sounds like an enjoyable place to work to me.
Honestly, I'm just happy to see you looking healthy and cheery again. I'll have to thank Adios next time I'm at the cathedral. Lloyd, if you ever need anything while you're living in the dorms, you'd better let me know right away. Your auntie will be there in a flash if you ever need anything.
Come on, Auntie. I'm not a little kid anymore. And besides, I've been living in the dorm since I was enrolled at the police academy.
Oh, don't be such a stranger, Lloyd. You just came home. Don't be afraid to rely on your auntie to help you out.
Sorry, Auntie. I'll be sure to drop by again soon. I'll bring some desserts and we can catch up over them. Dang, she's totally got Lloyd on the back foot.
Despite her seemingly gentle nature, she appears to be quite the formidable force. For some reason, I don't get the feeling they're related by blood, though. Maybe not, but they're as close as any family I've ever seen. I'm a bit jealous. It's been 3 years since the incident. Cecile used to tell me about how lonely and upset she was every day. I should gather everyone and throw a nice little party.
It'd be pointless to try to stop her now. Once her mind's made up, it's set in stone. I guess some things never change. Speaking of things never changing, for some reason I can never read when I'm playing this game. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the text to the semi-transparent background. I have no idea. But anyway, on to the next thing. Oof. I was just talking about not being able to read, and my next thing on my list was reading. Oh joy. Well, anyway, though. Chapter 1, The Back Alley Doctor. Rimaferia, I believe. Rimaferia, the Principality of the Beautiful North, was renowned across Samaria for its advanced medical care. Its modern, well-funded hospitals attracted skilled doctors from a multitude of countries, and its cutting-edge medical technology was developed by specialists from the finest manufacturers the Principality had to offer. However, despite how brilliantly the station's medical excellence shone, it concealed a dark side as well. Implementation of orbital technology had been put off for years in the poorer downtown district. As a result, it lacked not only the quality of life, but the level of hospital care that the Principality was so known for. Deep in this quiet, rundown area, where the already chilly region's winds seemed to bite with a pronounced sting, stood only a single clinic. The 40-year-old building's age was apparent with but a glance. Its dilapidated exterior did a thorough job of extinguishing any hope of finding a decent general practitioner within. On this particular day, the silhouettes of 2 people could be seen through its dirty, cracked windows. 1 million Mira, shouted an older man, with his eyes hysterically darted across the sea of zeros that flooded his bill. Across from him sat a large man in his mid-30s, sporting an unkempt beard that perfectly accented his apathetic demeanor. Few would recognize this massive, muscular figure as a doctor if not for the filthy, frayed lab coat he wore. My bad. Got that number wrong, didn't I? The doctor answered in a low voice. He took the bill from the older man and quickly scribbled an extra zero at the end. Seeing the price jump by tenfold in an instant, the old man's face changed from an anxious pale to a furious shade of red just as quickly.
Dirty swindler! These treatment costs are ridiculous. I refuse to pay this.
And indeed, it was far beyond what any legitimate doctor was legally allowed to charge for medical services in Rimaferia. Watching the outraged old man sputter and curse, the doctor couldn't help but laugh. Something tells me you've got more than enough Mira sitting around. Hard to say if any of it's clean, but I'll still accept it. Kind of man that I am. The patient was a corrupt politician, his infamy bolstered by unending rumors surrounding his bribery and tax evasion. He had come to the doctor that day with 3 bullets in his body. It was apparent by his choice of physician that the politician had landed himself in some manner of serious trouble. Trouble that would ruin his reputation if his wounds had become publicly known. As this particular doctor had extracted the bullets in secret, however, the standard surgery cost had been bolstered by a few additional fees to ensure his silence. Who is this talking? Okay, the doctor. I figured there would be more than a fair price in exchange for one's life, the doctor said with a calm tone that only barely concealed the threat behind his words. However, this simply served to provoke the old man even further. In a rage, he drew a concealed orbital gun and thrust it into the doctor's back. The doctor, unperturbed, simply continued smiling. Oh, well, as your physician, I feel I should advise you. Your treatment isn't quite complete just yet. If you put a bullet in me, I certainly won't be able to take that last one out of you. He turned and pointed his finger at the old man's stomach. Running his hand over the spot the doctor indicated, the old man felt a jolt of pain. There was something hard still lodged under his skin. The doctor had intentionally left the last bullet untouched. Realizing the position he was in, the old man slowly lowered his gun and a look of pained defeat on his face. I trust that clears up the issue of the bill then. The flames of anger left the old man's eyes. All that remained was fear. Shortly afterward, the doctor finished the surgery. The doctor's name was Glenn. Despite being an exceptionally talented doctor, he was unaffiliated with any of the hospitals in the Principality. Known as the back alley doctor, he treated everyone from politicians to illegal immigrants to murderers, and demanded outrageous prices in return for his secrecy. A few days later, Glenn sat in his worn-down chair and gazed absently at the suitcase containing... Okay, I'm just going to be honest, I have no idea where I was at. I had a cat trying to play with the cord of my headphones. I'm going to start with a few days later. A few days later, Glenn sat in his worn-down chair and gazed absently at the suitcase containing 10 million mira that had been delivered to his clinic. He moved his gaze to the window and stared at the heavy drops of rain splashing against the pane. It was uncommon to get such laden raindrops in the colder northern climate of Rimiferia. Surely no clients would be showing up today, of all days, he thought to himself as sheets of water began pounding on his window and the din of the rain grew even louder outside. Pardon me. The sudden sound of a voice from behind him snapped Glenn out of his thoughts. He turned his head to see a nurse standing in the hallway of his dilapidated clinic. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good one. I enjoy the little books that they put in these games. They're actually very interesting stories for the most part. Glenn seems like a total badass. He seems interesting. Might go into his backstory a little bit, see what he's all about. I'm intrigued. You got me again, Trails. You got me again. Darn you, Nihon Falcom. Okay, but finally, after all of that, we can finally progress the story. New secretary.
Oh, Lloyd.
I don't remember what voices I gave everyone, so I'm just gonna go with this.
Hello again. We saw the request on the terminal, so here we are. Great. I've been waiting for you guys. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Rebecca, the head receptionist of the CPD. And I'm Fran Seeker, also a receptionist of the CPD. I don't think I had the chance to properly introduce myself the other day.
Yeah, I guess you didn't. That day wasn't one of our finest moments.
What you mean to say is we were scolded by the Vice Commissioner after we let the Bracer steal all of our credit.
Don't remind me.
Tio? Oh dear. I'm so sorry, everyone. That's pretty unfortunate for your first day.
Don't let it bother you too much.
The SSS was only established recently, so I'm sure you all are still trying to get the hang of things. If you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to rely on us, okay? Thank you very much.
Warms my heart to hear we've got an angel like you looking out for us.
You're too kind. So, would you mind explaining the additional details regarding the support request? Of course not. Let's get started. First of all, HQ has assigned a dedicated operator to support the SSS. That's our very own Fran right here. It's a pleasure to work with you all.
An operator?
So Fran will be supporting us via our enigmas. Well, my specialty isn't really supporting you guys in the field. My main duty is to help report and process the completion of support requests. This will be done via the Orbital Network.
You've kind of lost me on this one.
In other words, the SSS will be accepting a myriad of different requests from now on. And once we finish these requests, Fran will process the reports that we submit to her through our terminal and the SSS building. So then that means we don't have to come to headquarters every time we need to submit a report, is that right? Precisely. Once your reports are approved and processed within the system, we will send the proper compensation your way. Furthermore, when your DP accumulates beyond a certain threshold, your detective rank will also increase. Feel free to ask me about that later. Basically, these are all my new duties as the very first operator of the SSS.
I see, that makes sense. So we can avoid all that irritating paperwork by using the terminal down at the SSS building, yeah?
That's right. It's actually a part of the Orbital Network Initiative in Crossbell. Tio, has the terminal at the SSS been installed and tested yet? Yes, it is ready for reports anytime. Good to hear. Well then, please allow me to explain the additional details regarding your support requests. If there's anything you don't understand, please feel free to ask questions.
Okay. What are support requests? How do we check available requests? How do we submit our report? What does detective rank mean?
Do I really need these questions?
Because I feel like we already know these two, but how do we submit?
Whenever you complete a support request, please make sure to submit your report at your terminal. We'll be able to immediately process it via the Orbital Network. Based on the contents of the request, you'll be compensated with special rewards from time to time. Report your completed request whenever you can.
What does detective rank mean?
By completing investigations successfully and finishing support requests, your achievements within the CPD will be noted. Your accomplishments will be determined by the amount of DP earned. Extra DP may be obtained depending on your performance during missions and requests. When your DP reaches a certain threshold, you will be promoted. Currently, ranks are divided into 15 levels. You'll be rewarded with every rank promotion, so it's definitely worth the extra effort.
Okay. Wait, do I have to ask everything? I do.
Support requests are requests submitted by various individuals to the SSS. These requests vary from person to person, ranging from simple assistance requests to formal investigations and monster exterminations. With the exception of a few special cases, you retain the right to decide whether you'll accept support requests or not. However, if you do accept them, make sure to complete them within the given deadline.
Where do we check available requests?
As far as the current support requests go, you're able to accept and report them on the Special Support Sections terminal. Once examining a request, the details will also be recorded in your detective notebook. Please try to keep track of your requests. Also, your terminal will automatically update each day with new support requests. We recommend that you make a habit of checking the terminal every morning,
Oh, yeah, so we literally had to ask every question. Thanks, game.
Alright. I believe that should wrap up the explanation on support requests. So, when you return to the SSS, try pressing the report button on your terminal screen. I'll make sure to send more support requests your way as they come in.
Got it. Thanks, you two. Yay.
Alright, I believe that should wrap up the explanation on support request. When you return to the SSS building, try pressing the report option on your terminal screen. If you'd like me to give you a refresher on the workflow of support request, I can do so anytime today. Please don't hesitate to ask me any questions you might have, okay?
You know, this has been bothering me for a while now. What exactly is this thing? Yeah, I've been eyeing it too. There's a bunch of juice and coffee on display. What gives?
This would be an orbital vending machine. Is this the first time you've seen one? If you insert mirror coins into this slot, you can choose the drink you want, and the machine dispenses it accordingly. Since they were originally developed by the Epstein Foundation, you would often find them all over their research facilities. Apparently, they are being tested out in Crossbell as well.
Wow, seriously? Were you aware of these gadgets, Mademoiselle Elie?
No, this is my first time seeing one too. It's hard to believe that all these inventions by the Epstein Foundation are starting to pop up everywhere you look. Granted, I have heard that they have some incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. Oh, also, please only use coins if you intend on using the vending machine. Bills are incompatible with this model. Thanks for the heads up. I'm kinda curious. I should try it out at least once, right?
Like so? Oh, whoops. Yeah, we have basically no mirror though. So yeah, I don't know about that, big dog. Just gonna walk away from this one. Just gonna listen here. Kate has been showing me the ropes on out of patrol. She's a great coach, so it's easy to follow her instructions. Thanks, Kate.
Whoa, is that you, Lloyd? Long time no see.
Oh, Kate, it's good to see you again.
Huh? You know her, Lloyd?
Yeah, from the police academy. She'd already graduated by the time I was there, but she still liked to drop by for a visit every now and then. I learned a lot under Kate. Everything from firing a gun to regular classroom lessons.
Oh yeah, and I had a ton of fun showing Lloyd the ropes. No matter what you threw at him, he'd always pick it up with lightning fast. You know, that division you were assigned to is quite a bit unorthodox. I'll admit, it's got me a bit worried. But don't forget, good things come to those who work hard. I'm sure it will pay off.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Now I'm even more worried. I think it's clear that the Special Support Section is the black sheep of the CPD.
Alrighty then, time to whip these rookies into shape. Oh, in case you didn't know, we're a part of the Metropolitan Division. Our main duty is to patrol the city, so I'll be out and about quite a bit. I hope we bump into each other again.
Yeah, likewise. It's nice to finally be on the force together. Oh, someone's coming out.
Damn. It's him.
Get out of my way. What are you mutts doing here? This place has no use for outcasts like you.
Yeah, that right?
I cannot deny the outcast part.
But more importantly, I see that you didn't bother to heed my advice. Didn't I tell you to refuse your assignment to the Special Support Section? It's a waste of CPD funding that was only established because of that damned Sergey. It's trash, meaningless, a rotten ship that will sink in half a year. I even went out of my way to warn you out of the kindness of my heart.
Excuse me, Vice Commissioner? Weren't you in a hurry?
Yes, I am a busy man. I nearly forgot, thanks to the lot of you. Listen, leave the hard work to the capable detectives and don't make a mess. Got it? Just keep an eye on the citizens and make sure they stay happy. Don't go prowling where you don't belong. Now get back to that dump you call your office.
Yeesh. Should we still take the elevator or no? I hate to say it, but I get the feeling we're not even recognized as police officers around here. They'd probably just see it as us barging in.
It may be prudent of us to avoid going upstairs unless we have some special business to attend to.
So in other words, we're going right now, right? Then I think we'd all rather not get chewed out by the vice commissioner, so let's not risk it. Darn it. Oh, it's these two. Hey, looks like you guys are already hard at work. Now, I'll be honest, you may be police officers, but you'll find very few people in your corner here at HQ. Try not to pick any fights, okay? Oh, it's that bad, huh? Well, the more hardcore guys in the force think of you as discount bracers, so the fact that you're even associated with us dealt a severe blow to their pride. Doesn't matter if you live in your own detached office, most of the department considers you an eyesore.
Right. It seems we were fortunate to have our office in a separate building.
Well, don't let it bother you too much. Just focus on getting settled into your jobs. That's the easiest shortcut to knocking these guys off their high horses.
So, Fran told me you guys ended up staying in that weird new division.
Pretty gutsy move, to be honest. Regardless, I'm always willing to help some rookies out.
Feel free to ask me anything you're unclear on, and I'll do my very best to answer. Thanks, we appreciate it. By the way, are you free right now, my dear Elie? What do you say we go and grab some lunch together? I'll have to respectfully decline. Aw, really? I guess you're a tough nut to crack, huh? And I thought Randy came on strong. What's wrong with you, bro? Hey, I just finished canvassing the area and I didn't find a single witness. I didn't think there's any point in investigating this further, Inspector.
Oh yeah, never talked to Donovan again. You may be police officers, but most of the department doesn't think too fondly of you guys. Don't let it bother you, just try not to pick any fights around here and you should be fine, alright? Okay. Okay, boss.
So, all we have to do is use this terminal and report our progress to the headquarters, right? That is correct. We should try testing it.
Okay. Oh, okay, it didn't. That's not actually what she was voicing. Cool.
Hello. You've reached the CPD. This is Fran speaking.
Never mind. For those wondering, she said like that was a big issue or big problem, wasn't it?
I see. That really was quick. So from here on out, we just have to report in like that whenever we complete requests. Another update. It appears that more requests have been added to our system. We should verify each one, just to be safe.
Okay. Let's see about the lost item first, shall we? I lost some items in the city. I'm looking for somebody to help me find them. For details, please see me at Hotel Millennium in Entertainment District. I'm waiting in my room. From Tront. What a name. The city's Residential Affairs Division is reviewing residents' registrations. We are seeking assistance from the CPD in verifying vacant units. For more information, please inquire at the Crossbell City Hall reception desk by the end of the day. Shion, receptionist. We saw her last episode, I believe. And then an urgent. State government. A dangerous monster, Megalobat, has been sighted at the Geofront's A1 sector. We ask that the Special Support Section deal with this threat swiftly. Items of note, it uses the weight of its body to damage with high-power attacks. Be alert. Okay. Phew. That's a lot. More monsters in the Geofront, eh?
So this is an extermination request. From what I've heard, those are usually handled by the Bracer Guild. Hear me out, guys. Why don't we take care of this extermination ourselves? You want to?
Looking for a bit of redemption, Lloyd?
Yeah, I am. It was only because of Arios McLean that we came out unscathed last time. If we had time to prepare, I genuinely believe that we could have handled it on our own. Besides, today's our first official day on the job, so why not start off with a bang? You make a compelling argument. It seems troublesome, but you may have a point.
I like the way you think, Lloyd. We better get to work on fixing up our questionable image. Now that we've got a plan, I guess we should head to the Geofront when we're ready.
Yeah.
Among the support requests, there are some that are higher priority and mandatory. These are marked as urgent, and when completed, the story will advance. Other support requests are not mandatory. Please pay attention to them, though. They have time limits and will expire if the story advances too much. Which is exactly why I'm going to do them before I do the main quest. Ha 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 ha. Oh, wow. There's no way I just guessed that perfectly. First try. Okay, well, I guess this is Tront.
I'm so done walking. I might as well cut my losses and head home.
Excuse me, sir. By any chance, did you submit a request to the Special Support Section?
Oh, are you guys police officers? Woohoo! I didn't think you were actually going to come. Well, we're here to help.
Your request mentioned that you lost some of your belongings. Could you explain how that happened exactly?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, this is just so frustrating. I don't even have the energy to cry anymore. You see, I love shopping. So I thought I'd spend the day checking out some random shops around the city. I eventually noticed that there was a gaping hole in my bag, but it was already too late. All my stuff had fallen out. I searched for what felt like forever, but I still couldn't find any of my belongings.
That really sucks, man. It's almost been a full day, though. Doubt your stuff's hanging out where you dropped it, to be honest.
There is a chance that a passerby may have picked up your belongings and turned them in somewhere. Would you please state the locations you visited during your shopping spree? Sure thing. As you'd expect, I stopped by the department store first. I spent a good amount of time there with all the brand new brand name stuff they have on display. Can you blame me? Sorry, that's beside the point. Anyway, I went to East Street's marketplace after that. And it wasn't until I stopped to rest near the park in the Harbor District that I noticed the tear. I searched everywhere, but even after spending the whole day looking, I couldn't find diddly squat. I think I ended up losing my wallet, a souvenir I'd bought, and, well, something else. Pretty sure I lost 3 things in total, but about that last one... You're going to tell us you can't remember what it was, aren't you? Well, that should be enough for us to go on. We'll start by searching around the places you visited. Times, East Street, and the Harbor District. Those are all commercial areas. It will probably save us a lot of time and effort if we simply ask the workers there if they know anything.
Awesome! Let me know if you find anything.
was always a dream for me to tour Crossbell. Seeing the wonderful sights put me in a daze, hence the situation I'm currently in. I'm tired of searching. Crossbell City is way too large. Oh, and I intend to return to my home country today. I'm begging you, officers, please hurry! Not from Arabonia, man. They'll freaking execute me if I'm not back on time. Well, okay. Well, we're working on it.
Hey, you see anything?
The Times department store. This is one of the locations Trant visited. He may have lost his belongings here. Excuse me, do you happen to have a lost and found here?
You've lost something of yours? This front desk more or less serves as the lost and found, and we have a few things on hand. What are you looking for?
A few things, eh? You think they've got Trot stuff?
Hopefully. I'm not that shocked that they find a lot of dropped stuff, given how big a building Times is. Trot said that he lost his wallet, a souvenir, and a third thing. Upon reflection, it might have been wise to ask for more details about each of the items.
Ah, wait a minute. Are you referring to the customer whose wallet fell out of a hole in his bag?
That's him. Oh, thank goodness. Someone ended up seeing him drop it after all.
Oh, not quite. We only discovered it after the fact. It's just that he stuck out like a sore thumb. He almost certainly did. He was happily laughing and cracking jokes with every person he ran into. Then, when he was on his way out, his bag caught on to one of the display cases. It was only when we were cleaning up later that we found the wallet.
Well then, I cannot say that I'm surprised to hear this. He never bothered to come to search for it.
Poor guy must have given up already. Guess that's why he ended up coming to us for help.
Please wait a moment. We'll bring you right away.
I have no idea what voices I gave these two originally, so I'm just trying to differentiate them as best as I can.
Here you are.
Man's wallet.
Thanks, you two. You're lifesavers.
Our pleasure. Just make sure that gets back in the right hands.
Thank you.
Our lost and found has been accumulating a lot of items over time. We forward things over to the police after a week or so, but even then, we still usually have about a dozen or so items at any given time. Please take care to not forget any of your belongings in the store. I'm glad that you were able to find it. Remember to stop by Times whenever you need something, okay?
East Street Marketplace. Trot mentioned he'd come through here. Maybe his lost item is somewhere in the area. Excuse me, do you happen to found...
Okay, that is not right. Do you happen to found
any lost items around here lately?
Lost items? Let me think. Sorry, afraid not. I tidy the stall daily, so I wouldn't have noticed if I picked up anything weird off the ground.
I don't think we'll have much luck here.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you happen to have found...
They literally copy and pasted it.
Oh, did you lose something? I can't say we have, sadly. It's not too surprising, though. People lose stuff here all the time. Have you tried asking anyone else? Somebody may have picked it up already.
Well, that basically only leaves, like, one shop.
Excuse me, do you happen to have found...
I'm sorry, it's still funny.
Lost something, eh? Actually, wait a sec. Now that you mention it, there was a young man who dropped something here yesterday. I remember him because he made some dumb joke when he stopped by my stall.
Bro, Trot, what is wrong with you? Is this just your personality? Did you deserve all of this to happen to you? Is this just karma? Putting in work? My. Oh, Trot. What is wrong with you?
I don't think he noticed the gaping hole in his bag because a package fell out of it when he wasn't paying attention. When I saw it lying there, I tried to chase after him to give it back, but he was already gone.
Nice, looks like we hit the jackpot.
So, were you police folks?
Oh my gosh, really? Multiple grammar things? Were you police folks who were... Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's just awkwardly worded.
Were you police folks who were
sent to get it for him? I'm sorry, I'm struggling to read this.
Guess I'll have to leave it with you then.
Souvenir. Thank you.
I can't say I expected the police to come pick this up in person. Well, whatever. Just make sure it gets back to its owner safely, okay? Yeah, you can count on us. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, how about you? Trot did spend some time in the harbor district, so he might have dropped something of his around here. Excuse me, have you seen any items laying on the ground recently? Oh, are you looking for something? Actually, now that you mention it, there was some weirdo hanging out in the park earlier. I remember him yelling about a hole in his bag at some point. You'd think it was the end of the world with how much he was freaking out over it.
That certainly sounds like him.
I only saw it from a distance, so I have no clue what he might have lost. That's too bad. Hold on. One of my customers mentioned finding something on the ground earlier today. She hangs out in the park around here pretty often, so it shouldn't be too hard to find her. Why not try asking her for more details?
You took it, didn't you? Tell us where it's at, right now.
Wait, this is a tourist.
I'm glad we managed to find this park. My feet are killing me. The city really is massive. Bringing a child here was just asking to be worn out fast.
Is it you?
Oh, it actually was.
Excuse me, would you happen to have seen anything lying around here recently? Something that seemed left behind?
Oh my, lost something, have we? I actually found something stuck in the grass on the outskirts of the park. I was kind of curious, so I picked it up. And just in time, too. It was nearly blown away by the wind.
Blown away by the wind? Our client could not recall what his third missing item was, so I suppose nothing is out of the question. What is it exactly?
I take it you guys were looking for this. Here, it's all yours.
Republic-bound ticket. Ooh, that's fun. So he's from Calvard then. A train ticket. Doubt he's going anywhere without this bad boy. Well, he won't have to worry about that now. We managed to retrieve all of his missing items. Great work, guys. Let's go back to Trant and tell him the good news.
I'm sure he'll be glad to see his valuables again.
Okay, Trant. Here you go, I guess.
You said you lost 3 things, correct? Luckily, we were able to track them down. Here you are, and please, don't drop them again, okay? You might want to buy a new bag so this doesn't happen again. Here you go.
You guys are miracle workers. This is definitely my stuff. And here I was about to give up on ever finding them and head home.
Excuse me, but how would you have gotten home without your wallet? Or your ticket, for that matter?
You know what? You make a pretty good point there. Anyway, thank you for your help. Contacting the police was sort of a last-ditch option in my mind. I mean, you guys are great, but I haven't heard the best things about the CPD. Like, I was really surprised when you 4 even showed up to help at all.
I see.
I think I'm finally starting to get why the special support section was made.
Isn't it wonderful, though? The feeling of helping out someone in need? At any rate, that should be it for this request.
Complete. Okay, bro. I'm gonna need you to just... I'm gonna need you to fix your life, Trant. You need to do better. Seriously.
I can finally return to my country. Thank you so much, everyone.
You should probably start by buying a new bag, sir. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
He certainly is a lively one.
You know, part of me wants Trot to show back up in the Calvard art just for the heck of it.
Welcome to Crossbell City Hall. If you're here to pay for your utilities or to change your address, you've come to the right place. Feel free to inquire about our additional services.
Excuse us, we're with the CBD. We're here in response to a support request submitted by City Hall.
Oh, you're with the police. Wonderful. I wasn't expecting you to respond so quickly. Right, could you give us more details about the request, please? I believe it had to do with confirming vacancies on certain residences. Yes, of course. Allow me to explain. You're all familiar with resident registrations, correct? Anyone wishing to move to Crossbell must visit us to register for residency. The reality is people will freely move in and out of the city without going through the appropriate avenues. It's become more and more difficult for us to keep track of it all. I see. Therefore, we're seeking your help to verify any vacant residences in the city. We need to rectify our documents that have any mislabeled vacancies. The folks over at Residential Affairs have their hands full, so we'd greatly appreciate the assistance.
You're telling us that we have to play errand boys for the government.
Don't be rude, Randy. Verifying vacancies is actually important in catching certain criminal activities. Filing the documents in a timely manner is critical.
Oh yeah, huh. Go figure.
It'll be good for us to walk around the city and get the lay of things while we're at it. Will you be able to help us then?
Sure.
Thank you very much. I'll hand these documents over to you. These files are relevant to the request and will guide you in your work. Understood. We'll be sure to look them over, thank you.
Vacancy list.
Let's see, there are 3 different locations in total. There's one near the entrance of the residential area. Looks like the next one's on East Street. Huh. According to this address, it's to the right of the Bracer Guild.
To the right of the Bracer Guild? Sweet, that'll be pretty easy to remember. Last one looks like it's in the downtown district.
It's an apartment complex known as Lotus Heights. There appear to be 3 documented vacancies. Just a moment, please. I'll note this down in the detective notebook. Okay, all done. Thanks for taking care of that, Ellie. We'll begin working on verifying the outlined vacancies now. Should we come back here once we've completed the task? Yes. Please report back to me once you've completed verifying all 3 locations. I'll leave everything in your capable hands.
Cool. See, what's funny about that, though... Hold on, let me actually talk to you again real quick.
Please report back to me after you've visited. There may be some errors in the documents, though, so please be thorough in your inspection, excuse me.
What's funny about that, though, is that it's rather unrealistic because I feel like a receptionist would know these sorts of things. They're just there to answer questions, but I feel like in our modern age, we don't give the receptionist the answers that they should have. We don't pay them enough to have those answers, I guess. So, yeah, people always get asked questions that they don't know the answers to. If you worked anywhere where you have to deal with customers or deal with clients or whatever, yeah, that's how it goes. They always ask the questions you don't know the answer to. And you continue to gain more experience. But it will never be enough. People will ask really out of whack questions. Always. Well, anyway. Okay, I was going crazy trying to find this place. Finally found it, though. This is the one in the residential district, though.
I think this is the vacant house. It has the right address.
The gate is locked.
It
Doesn't look like anyone's here. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be some code violations right there. Hate to do it to 'em. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Thing's an empty mansion.
Agreed. I am unable to detect any presences from within. I think this house has been abandoned for a little over 10 years. I remember hearing rumors about this house being haunted back when I was a child.
Oh, really? Ellie and I are around the same age, but I never heard that rumor at all. At any rate, I think we've successfully verified the vacancy. Cool, let's move on to the next one. Okay, I'm guessing it's this one on East Street, maybe? Mayhaps? Huh. Okay, there we go.
Is this room also vacant?
It's not on the list, so perhaps the tenant is just out right now, though I can't say for sure.
According to City Hall's documents, the East Street vacancy is located to the right of the Bracer Guild. We should make our way there.
I'm sorry, it said right. Excuse me, my bad. Which way is the right? Okay, here's the Bracer Guild. Oh, hey, looky there. To my right now is right here. But if I go right here, oh, hey, to my right is right here. What's up, bros? Fishing Guild. Y'all need to pay up. Y'all been avoiding your property taxes. It's not how things work around here.
This is the building directly to the right of the Bracer Guild. Wasn't it supposed to be vacant, though? It does not display any signs of vacancy at all. Quite the opposite, actually.
Maybe we can check with the receptionist to see what the deal is. Put him up, receptionist. I know you guys are running an illegal operation here. Man, I want to go on another fishing trip sometime soon.
I bet you would, wouldn't you?
Excuse us, sir. We're with the...
Oh, you kids are interested in joining? I'll gladly accept you.
Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. Boy, am I glad to see younger fishing enthusiasts with us, joining us. Joining the Fisherman's Guild?
Pardon me, sir, but what exactly is this place?
Oh, sorry about that, kid. This is the gathering grounds of fishing enthusiasts, the Crossbell branch of the Fisherman's Guild. Hey, kid, with the blue and white jacket there. You look like you've handled a few rods before, if you know what I mean. I can sniff out talent from a sail away. How about it, kid? Looking to get your bait on?
What? I mean, sure, I used to go fishing back when I was a kid. But, I'm working right now. Sorry. I'm impressed at how easily he could tell Lloyd had his fishing experience. These old men mystify me.
Man, that caught me off guard. Anyway, this might go without saying, but this building isn't vacant, right?
Because according to the records from City Hall, this place should be unoccupied.
What? Of course it's not. That's impossible. As you can see, we're in the process of planning our next fishing event. Well, while we're on the topic of vacancies, there's an apartment complex by the name of Acacia right up the street. Pretty sure there was a vacant room in there. That's what you're looking for, right? Maybe? You'll find Acacia 2 buildings over from us to the left of the Bracer Guild. Those guys at City Hall got us, huh? The actual vacancy's 2 buildings away. You're telling me the records were botched.
That seems to be the case. In that case, we should head there and confirm it so that City Hall can update their records.
There's an apartment by the name of Acacia right up the street. Pretty sure there was a vacant room. This is what you're looking for, yeah?
I was 2 steps ahead of the game. My apologies.
Excuse me, is anyone home? I am not sensing anyone inside, Lloyd.
Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, what are you all doing over there? There's a vacant room. Looks like we were right on the money. Yeah, the last tenant moved away about half a month ago. I'd suggest you contact the landlord directly if you're interested in moving in. On my way. Well, I guess the vacancy on East Street was referring to this apartment. Did the previous tenant not file the proper papers or something when he split? Man, how lazy can you get?
That reminds me, the City Hall receptionist had mentioned that the records may not be completely accurate. I now understand what she meant by it. Okay, so the vacancy on East Street is room 202 at Acacia Apartments. I should write down all the details. Alright, let's move on to the next one.
Why are they standing like that? Okay, now everyone's looking every which way. This is very awkward to watch.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Lotus Heights.
There should be 3 vacancies, according to the documents provided by City Hall.
Oh, are you with the government?
Actually, we're police officers. We're just here to examine some vacancies to help bolster our crime prevention efforts.
Vacancies, eh? I only recall there being 1 vacant room, though.
Are you certain? Are there not 3?
No, I don't believe so. It doesn't shock me that the government has trouble keeping up with that kind of information, to be honest. Though I imagine it's probably why the downtown district has fallen into such disrepair. They've more or less given up on us. Anyway, you're welcome to inspect the rooms as long as you don't disturb the other tenants. Do. On my way.
Okay then, shall we go take a look? Sure, sounds like a plan. Gonna go disturb the old man. Hey, old man.
I reckon there's only 1 vacant apartment at the moment. 2nd floor to the left of the stairs as you go up. Take a look if you're interested.
Here we go.
Excuse me, is anyone home?
I'm feeling deja vu here.
Check out all the dust on the doorknob, too. I doubt anybody's lived here for a long time.
Figures as much.
I believe every other unit is occupied, making this the only vacant unit. Okay, Unit 203 of Lotus Heights.
Great, now that we've confirmed the details in the documents, our work here is done. Let's head back to City Hall and report our findings. Hey, City Hall, y'all suck at your jobs.
Hello, everyone. Is the verification process going well?
Yeah, we wrapped up a little while ago. We're here to submit our report. Lloyd handed over the corrected documents. Something felt very passive-aggressive by calling it that.
Wow, you've even included footnotes for each of the rooms. Thank you so much. I'm sure Residential Affairs will be more than grateful for the help.
I'd rather they worked on being a bit more organized with their documentation instead. All their mistakes had us on one seriously wild goose chase.
As we are not part of their organization, it may not be our place to comment, but the organization of the original documents was subpar at best. I'm truly sorry for the trouble. Residential Affairs tries their hardest to ensure complete accuracy in their documentation. However, Diet members are constantly putting pressure on them. I hope you will accept my apology on their behalf.
No, that's okay. We must have been a little insensitive. Seems they have their own share of problems.
Right. Members of the Crossbell Diet can make life harder for a lot of people. Anyway, I'm glad we could be of assistance. I know it can get overwhelming at times, so please don't hesitate to contact us for help again. I agree. Assignments of a similar nature should be no problem for us.
Just say the word and we'll be there.
Thank you for the offer. We'll be sure to take you up on it when the time comes.
Da 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 da.
Thank you so much for your help. You said you call yourself the Special Support Section. If I remember correctly, your department helps citizens with their requests, right? Well, you've certainly helped us today. We truly thank you for all that you've done for us.
No problem. It's embarrassing to hear her praise.
Should you ever need assistance again, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Oh, interesting. We can actually climb up this ladder. Where does it take us, though?
I suggest. Sabbath! Did you know the Bell of Crossbell was discovered in S1185, but it was known of long before researchers relocated it. Its documented history dates back to the Middle Ages, and it helped inspire the name Crossbell. Yeah, but you didn't know that. Damn boy, that's a chunky boy. Big old chunga bunga. What's up, bro?
Exterminate. So here we are, a megalobat. Do I have any? Oh no. Ha, you missed. Oh wait, there's 3 of them. Oh no. Wait, there's 4 of them. Oh no. Let's see though, we actually have like everyone's... Yeah, sure, why not? Just unleash. Oh no, you resist that. See, what's funny about this though is the fact that I technically... Oh wait, this is to heal. Right. Cancel. How do I cancel? Game? Bro, are you kidding me? As I was saying though, I actually have audio turned on this time, because for some reason I turned off battle voices. I don't know how. That was a waste. Thanks, game. Yes. She's firing her laser. Oh, you know what? I need to scan with Tio. Okay, so I'm assuming that heals. That's why it's making that, like, why it's showing both life bars. Yeah, Hinokami Kagura, and I actually killed one as well. Let's go. Ow. Ooh, it actually does a lot of damage. Ooh. Okay, let's focus on this thing, just because. I'll use an art sparkle on you. Okay, so I need to craft. We don't have enough craft points. We don't have enough craft points. Die, you stupid thing. That did nothing. Yep, I was hoping that would kill. And they get to heal back. No bueno, game. No bueno. Why am I not in... Speed this up. Be gone. Ow. I really could use an Elie craft thing right now. Item. Restores, cures. Dang. That's it. We can analyze with Elie for whatever it's worth. Sure, why not? Yeah, analyze you. Okay, Megalobat. Bat that became fat after sucking too much blood uses its weight to fight. LOL. Let's see, looks like water or ice is the best, with fire being next. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Oh, come on. Okay, this is fine. sucks because Tio is our main ice person, right? But she has to keep on using her arts to heal. Screw it. Let's see how this goes. It's probably gonna go terrible. And yeah, just art again. Wait, it resists that? What? Ow. Stop that. You fat lard. Be gone. Yes, this is our power indeed, Lloyd. Exterminate monster.
Good work, everyone.
Well, that thing was a complete pushover compared to the one Arios took down.
That may be so, but as long as we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Agreed. Also, I just deactivated the lock on the inner door. That should save us a lot of time, so we should exit that way.
Gotcha.
When did she even do that?
I'll take it though, happily. But it's what I would say if I didn't decide to. Lloyd. Yeah, Alright, thanks for that. Let's make our way out through there. I wanted to see if I could heal from the other side, but okay, game. Have it your way. There's 2 elevators. I don't like this. I got decisions to make now. I'm gonna go with this one because I think this is the wrong way to go. Yes. Oh, okay, that took us to there. So we can rest again, though. Pressing the button does nothing. The elevator cannot be used at the moment. Oh. Boo, game. Boo. Boo this game. Let me explore. Just cutting me off with random stuff. Whatever. So be it. I'm probably too strong for that area anyway. Right? Right?
はい、特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
ああ、俺だ。
What's up?
調子の方はどうだ？
セルゲイ課長。ちょうど今手配されていた魔獣を倒したところです。
順調で結構。今はどこにいる？
ジオフロントを出たところですが。
そんなに遠いわけじゃないな。
え？
お前たちに緊急の捜査任務を与える。
Retro.
支援要請は後回しでいいから最優先で対応してくれ。
了解です。それで一体何を操作すれば？
南東エリアにある旧市街。急いでそちらへ向かえ。
Right, because there was the dancer girl that was going to the downtown area. That's where they were sitting. That's what they were setting up earlier. Okay.
住民から警察に連絡があった。厄介な2組の不良集団が喧嘩を始めようとしてるらしい。
Ho 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 ho, let's go.
え？
後腐れがないように止めてこい。以上だ。
Just good luck.
待ってください。喧嘩を止めろって、それって捜査任務じゃってもう切れてるし。
課長から
その調子だとろくでもない話っぽそうだな。
I think I cut off Elie there, but oh well.
いや、それがさ。
Lloyd briefly explained what Sergei tasked them with doing.
旧市街の不良集団。
さっき旧市街で見たあの物騒なガキどもか。
データベースによると、確かサーベル・バイパーとテスタメンツという2チームが旧市喧嘩などは日常茶飯事だとか。
俺が町を離れていた間にそんな連中が出てきてたのか。まあいい。とにかく急いで旧市街に行ってみよう。小競り合いが始まる前になんとか止める必要がありそうだ。
ええ、そうね。
そんじゃとっとと旧市街に向かうとするかね。
Excuse me, sir. Why the heck did you just up and hang up on me, huh?
What's with you guys? Didn't I tell you to check out the downtown district? Under the fancy name, we're basically help for hire. Besides support requests, we might
occasionally get emergency investigations. I'd make sure to prioritize those when they come up. Just saying, man. Check out the downtown district ASAP. Stop yelling at me. I don't know what's going on up there. That's all. Now go. Get out of my face.
You're still very rude, sir.
Whatever.
皆さんどうもお疲れ様です。それでは報告を受けたまわりますね。はい、お疲れ様でした。
Let's go.
はい、お疲れ様でした。
Okay.
わわ、ランクアップですね。
Rank
お
up.
めでとうございます。特典の品もすぐにそちらにお届けしますね。お疲れ様でした。また。
Oops. Oh, it doesn't actually show up on the request. Okay. Well, I got the satisfaction of reporting that though. So I'm good. I'm good.
あれは
おお、一触即発みたいだな。
あうおう青坊主ども。
All of y'all look lame. Just letting y'all know right now.
あんまり調子こいてるとマジでぶち殺すぞ。とっきにネタ上がってたよ。てめえらクソ汚い真似したってよ。これだから低能な連中が君たちごときチンピラに卑怯な真似をするまでもない。
そちらこそよくも仲間を病院送りにしてくれたな。目には目を、歯には歯を。覚悟してもらうぞ。
上等だよこの青坊主ども。バルゴさんが出るまでもね。こちらこそマジの手を煩わせるまでもない。
Ooh, looks like they're going up against each other without their bosses. See how that goes for you, Walden Wazi.
総員聖戦の準備。バイパーどもを殲滅する。待った。なんだ見かけない顔だね。双方喧嘩を中止してくれ。ここは公共の広場だ。他の住民が迷惑している。
Ha.
なんだお前、いきなり現れて口出しを。
まあ普通そうだわな。
Imagine this from their perspective. It's like, who the hell are these people? Trying to get in the way of us trying to get our fight on. What the heck? Get out of our way. We're just gonna beat you up too.
どうするの？
ああ
They've even got a kid with them. This'll be easy. Ooh, wait, hold on. I got decisions. Give me a second to think this out through. Okay, after thinking this through, I have decided we're revealing the detective notebook.
クロスベル警察特務支援課のものだ。付近住民の要請により君たちの喧嘩を止めに来た。はあ、警察だ。
Yeah, you got a problem with that, bro?
少しこいてんじゃねえぞ。
ほとんど警官も寄りつかないのに。そんなわけがあるか。
Then what are we doing here? I don't know. What are you doing here? I guess we should just go home then? Yeah, okay. See you guys. Well, that was weird. Now back to our fight. Oh, okay, that was a weird dream. Okay.
つくならもっとマシな嘘をつきたまえ。とにかく君たちがしている喧嘩は他の住民にとって迷惑なんだ。
そんなに喧嘩がしたけりゃ街の外でやってきたらどうだ。いい運動になるだろうぜ。
はあ、上等だ。この旧市街で俺たちにそんな口が聞けるとはな。ここにはここのルールがある。興味本位で口を出すつもりなら痛い目にあって
You know, I'm realizing that I probably should have prepared better for this fight. But oh well. Oh well.
ダメだなこれは。
結局こうなるわけですか。
Unfortunately, no.
仕方ないわね。
なんだよ。よく見たら可愛い子ちゃんたちと一緒かよ。彼女にかっこいいとこを見せてやろうってつもりか。なあなあ、そんな連中掘って俺たちとデートでもしね。
あ、そうだな君たちは。ナンパなんかしてる場合か。
I don't know, I feel like a lot of women would agree that Randy here is better than all of y'all. Maybe even better than all of y'all combined, bro.
邪魔者を追っ払ったら改めて戦闘を開始する。いいな、赤マムシども。
ああ、上等だよ。そんじゃサクッとボコボコにすっかな。
We did it, everyone. We got the Reds and the Blues to work together.
蹴りをつける。
さてと。
Oh boy. Okay, what's our craft again? Fires 3 high accuracy shots concentrated at one point. You know what? Sure, why not? Where is everyone? Is it only these 4? Come on now, game. Testament iron pipe. Member of the Testaments cracks the ground with an iron pipe. Every bit of magic does the same, unfortunately. Looks like nothing is effective. Saber Viper knife. Member of the Saber Vipers paralyzes with a stun knife. Ooh. Ow.
Yosh.
Bang. Hey, whoa, wait, we can talk about this. Ow. You jerk. Randy, don't do it. Okay, only defense down. That's not too bad. Yeah, let's just focus in on you. Just because I've already scanned y'all or whatever. Let's do Sparkle on you. Hopefully, move you forward, right? Yes, okay. And we do get the defense down whenever we do this, so... Let's see, Nail Bat. Why did I say it like that? Nail Bat. Member of the Saber Vipers hits anyone who gets close with a bat covered in nails. Okay. Okay, you're done. Bye-bye. That's not doing great damage. Does nothing. We ate that. Ow. Calm down. Whoa. Okay, that did nothing. Ow. Stone Spike. Okay, let's get rid of you. Bye-bye. Don't get cocky. Now we can actually have you start doing stuff a little bit. Maybe. This art. And I guess we'll go after you. Ow. Dog water, bro. Absolute dog water. The lot of you. Man. What does this dude think about? For him to think that. I believe there's some self-projecting there. Or only trying to think of things in the way that he would think about them. Being like, oh, there's no way somebody would think differently from me, right? Right? Stupid. You stupid young man in red. That's why you're in a gang in some downtown district that's run down. Get out of here. Do better in life. Stupid. Sorry.
ビリビリ来たぞ。やっぱり遊撃じゃねえか。
いや、だからさっきから警察だって言ってるし。
We're basically bracers, though. You're not wrong. Or you're only like half wrong.
よっぽど信用ないのね。
上等だ。 こうなったら全員でぶちのめしてやる。
我々も遅れを取るな。たとえ相手が遊撃士でもテスタメンツの誇りを見せろ。
おいおい、何やってやがる。
その辺にしときなよ。
Ooh.
バルドさん。
Okay, that's walled. What's Wazzy look like? Is that a midriff?
来てたのか。
Is that Walter? Behind him.
もしかして。
両チームのヘッドのお出ましのようだな。
人が昼寝をしてる間に楽しそうなことをしてるじゃねえか。
I kinda hate to use these terms, but this is literally just a himbo and a twink. Prove me wrong.
ああ、お前ら。こいつは一体どういうつもりだ。
なんと言いますか。青坊主どもにお仕置きをしようとしたら、この変な連中がですね。
Ooh, wrong answer.
タコが先走るなって言ったろうが。
Ooh, I told y'all. I actually wasn't expecting to be right.
てめえら前座がしゃしゃり出て俺様の顔を潰すつもりかよ。
めっそうもない。バルドさんの顔を潰すなんてそんな。
Oops.
君たちも一体どういうつもりかな。僕の言ったことが聞けないっていうわけ。
Ooh, just insulted your intelligence. What are y'all gonna do about that? What's funny is that Wald technically did the same thing.
だがマジ。
こいつらが絡んでくるからつい。
言い訳はいい。
Large bald man. What an apt way to describe him.
俺たちはワジの手足。余計な気を回す必要はない。
Also, I do not think that that is Walter.
猛省する。
ま、分かってくれればそれでいいけどね。
相変わらず気色の悪い連中だぜ。射程にそんな格好させてどこぞの宗教家気取りかよ。
別に僕がその格好を強制してるわけじゃないけどね。そっちの方こそ手下に当たり散らしてばかりだとお山の大将が知れるってもんだよ。なんだ。
Y'all feel it too, right? I will not elaborate.
どういう関係なのかしら。
I will not elaborate on what I was thinking.
まあ、それはともかく。
And I normally don't think like that with fictional characters, to be honest.
君たち、警察の人って本当？
Or at least not as fast as some people do.
とてもそうは見えないけど。
そこそこやりそうだがな。特にそこの赤毛いいガタイしてんじゃねえか。
そりゃどうもあんたほどじゃないけどな。
まあそっちの姉ちゃんたちはとても警察には見えねえけどな。なかなかの上殿じゃねえか。
それはどうも。
Tio's like, I don't know how to respond to that.
新人だけど一応全員警察の人間だ。毒務支援課、発足されたばかりの新部署に所属している。へえ、今日出たクロスベルタイムズに載っていたあれか。
さすがクロスベルタイムズ、早速広まったみたいね。
I mean, I get that reading the Crossbell Times was optional, but I would appreciate it because I know the Trails has a tendency to do just like these insane things as to like oh, you've done this, so therefore you get this different thing of dialogue. Kind of surprised they didn't do it here. To at least think like, oh right, we've just cut out this little comment by Elie. Like, oh yeah, we've seen what they've said already. Hate to see it. They did us dirty or whatever. Instead of saying, oh, I'll leave it to Crossbell Times to be on top of things like we didn't read it. I don't know.
なんだこいつら何かやったのか
ああ、ギルドのカマセイヌとして大活躍だったみたいだよ。いや、ごめん。一応少しは役立ったんだっけ。いじめるのはこのくらいにしておいて。いや、僕はワジヘミスフィア。
Wazi Hemisphere. That is a wild name. But I kind of like it at the same time.
一応、テスタメンツのヘッドをしてるみたいだよ。
なぜ君の剣を使う？
だって、君の方がいかにもヘッドじゃないか。ハゲ頭だけにヘッドが光ってるしね。
誰事はそこまでだ。バルド・バレスだ。
Wallace. Wald Wallace.
サーベル・バイパーのヘッドをやってる。
ワジにバルドか。改めてクロスベル警察特務支援課のロイド・バニンクスだ。二人ともどうやらこれ以上ことを構えるつもりはなさそうだし、ここは任せてもいいのかな。
Nah, of course not. Now that Wald's here, he's just gonna go off on everyone. The conflict's just gonna get so much worse, huh? Wazi's got the same idea.
何がおかしい？いやいや、おめでたいなと思ってさ。
ことを構えるつもりがない？
Ooh. Dun dun dun. You're gonna learn today, Lloyd.
何寝ぼけたことを言ってんだ。
A hopeful one, Wald. It's a hopeful train of thought. A naive one, I admit, albeit, but a hopeful one.
何？この場で手を引くのは単に準備が済んでないから。準備が終わり次第、徹底的にやり合うつもりだよ。
それも今までみたいなせこい小競り合いじゃあねえ。どちらが生き残るかお互い潰し合うつもりでな。
おいおい、殺し合いでもするつもりかよ。
How did this start, you guys? How have we gotten to this point? What's happened in y'all's lives? I must know.
そうなっても不思議じゃねえだろうな。ま、どちらが血ヘドを吐くかは分かりきってるけどよ。
言ってなよ。ま、どっちにしてもお呼びじゃないってことさ。腰抜けの警察、まして君たちみたいな若造はね。
行くぞてめえら。
おっす。
こちらも引き上げるよ。
了解だ。
了解だ。Look at them, a nice single file line. I'm proud of them. Good job, guys.
困った人たちね。
Mm-hmm.
それにどちらもかなり本気みたいだったわ。
ああ、あの調子だと数日中にやり合うつもりだろう。血を見るぞ、あの様子じゃ。
でも課長からの任務は一応終えた形にはなりますし。
Did we though?
これ以上は任務外なのでは。
いや。
Yeah. Bro, I was trying to think of the thing from Danganronpa, and it was just escaping my mind for so long, and it finally just hit me. It's the that is wrong or whatever.
それじゃ本当の意味で任務を終わらせたことにはならない。ここで放置したら警察に対する市民の信頼はいつまでも回復できないだろう。
まあ確かにそうね。知ってしまった以上は何とかして止めるべきだわ。
でもよ、そいつは結構難しいんじゃないか。お互い仲良くしろなんて聞くような連中じゃないだろう。
そうだな。
Hold on. Okay, for the guide that I've been somewhat following, which is actually why I paused before the last choice that we had to make. I'm just trying to see what that guide says. I don't know if we got DP for that choice, but apparently we do for this one. I don't know if we get the request support thing, like if it just gives us 0 or something, but we do get DP if we say handle it ourselves. So I'm gonna choose that one.
本部に報告したところで頼りになるとは思えない。ここは自分たちで何とかするしかなさそうだ。
あら、報告するだけしてみたらどう？もしかしたら旧市街の巡回を強化してくれるかもしれないわ。
いや、あれだけ騒ぎを起こしているのに彼らは警察を気にもしてなかった。多分この旧市街は意図的に放置されてるんじゃないかと思う。
確かにデータベースによればここ最近旧市街での巡回が大幅に減らされているようです。予算の削減が名目らしいですが。
Yeah, I don't think we should trust the police department in like any way, any shape or form. I think we should just kind of do our own little thing over here, do the best we can.
ビンゴってわけか。しかしそれならなおさら打つ手なしなんじゃねえか。
Oh, absolutely, but that's kind of what we signed up for, Randy.
いっそ俺たちが両チームに喧嘩を売って言うことを聞かせちまうか。
あのな、待てよ。そういえばどうしてあの2チームは潰し合うつもりなんだ。
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. How did we get here? How did we get to this point?
どうしてって。
そりゃあ縄張り争いだの意地の張り合いってやつだろう。
いや、それだけじゃ普通本気の潰し合いにはならない。利害が絡んでいるならともかく町の不良同士のいざこざだ。どうして念入りに準備してまで徹底的に潰し合う必要がある。
驚きました。ええ、私も。
なるほどね。
なんだよ、そんなに変なこと言ったかな。
さすが捜査官の資格を持っているだけはあるなって。
いいとこついてると思うぜ。見たところヘッド同士がそこまで険悪な関係って雰囲気でもなかったしな。
多分理由があるのではないかと。当事者以外は知らない本気で争うだけの理由が。
ああ、まさに俺もそう思ってさ。だったらやるべきことは一つだろ。
だな。
サーベルバイパーにテスタメンツ。まずはどちらに話を聞きに行くべきかしら。
Very, very interesting. I'm actually even more curious now to know what exactly is up with that. But that all being said, I have been recording for a while, so I do believe that this is where I'm going to cut the episode off to. Whoops. And so with all of that being said, I will now say the usual YouTuber stuff of thank you if you made it to this point in the video. Appreciate you, you're an amazing person, really. But it would also be appreciated if you left a like on the video, or even subscribe to the channel, just for the heck of it. But Only if you feel like doing those things. Only if. That being said, though, I do believe that here I will say adieu and bye.
It's the end of the video. Mission report. I had a conversation with Lloyd Bannings' childhood friend, Oscar. It's hard to say how accurate the information is, though, due to his disposition. For one, he claimed the bakery was his when he was but a simple apprentice. The owner's daughter gave him an earful about that. As for what he had to say about Lloyd, a Boy Scout, the exact type who could get away with a string of murders and thefts because no one would expect him. And as it so happens, Bannings left Crossbell City about 3 years ago. Around the same time the Kitty Paw Bandit began their activities. How convenient. I'll contact HQ to investigate if Bannings has a legit alibi. For now, my focus must remain on Crossbell. I hear there are some rumblings in the underbelly of the city. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that on my own. I could call for backup, but my pride won't allow me to shift gears away from my current task. Cleaning the city will have to come later. For now, I persist.